They say that behind every great monarch, there's a great partner standing by their side. And in the case of Queen Victoria, this couldn't be truer. Her relationship with her husband, Prince Albert, wasn't just a marriage of convenience or a political alliance. It was a genuine love story that redefined what it meant to be part of the royal family. So let's take a peek into their remarkable journey, a journey marked by duty, desire, and deep, abiding devotion. Imagine stepping back in time to the year 1837. England is on the brink of change. The old order is crumbling, and a new era is about to begin. And right in the middle of this historical shift, there she is, a young woman who finds herself thrust onto the throne, Her Majesty Queen Victoria. At just 18 years old, Victoria ascended to the throne, a shy, somewhat awkward teenager burdened by the weight of an empire. Talk about pressure! Now, despite her tender age, Victoria was determined to do right by her people. She understood the gravity of the situation. But being the dutiful monarch wasn't all she had to navigate. Oh no. Behind those palace walls, there was a different kind of story unfolding. A story of a young woman's heart. You see, Victoria wasn't just the queen, she was also a person with hopes, dreams, and desires. One of these desires was finding someone to share her life with, someone who could support her through the tumultuous journey of being a queen, and maybe, just maybe, someone who could make her heart skip a beat. Enter the dashing Prince Albert. Here's a man who seems tailor-made for the queen. Not only is he a member of the German royal family, but he also embodies the qualities that Victoria admires: intelligence, kindness, and a strong sense of duty. As Albert stepped into Victoria's life, sparks began to fly, setting the stage for a romance that would captivate the hearts of many. As the tale of Victoria and Albert started to unfold, the entire country was buzzing with excitement. These two royals weren't just marrying each other. They were uniting two nations. England and Germany were about to become even closer through this royal alliance.
Ow.
But it wasn't just about uniting countries. It was about uniting two souls. Victoria and Albert's love story was something different, a breath of fresh air in the stuffy world of royalty. The wedding day dawned, a glorious spectacle that mirrored the joy in the Queen's heart. The St. James's Park, which had been meticulously planned for over a year, was a testament to the love and care that Victoria and Albert had for each other. It wasn't just a wedding, it was a promise of a lifetime together. Victoria looked radiant in her white satin gown, adorned with orange blossom and lace. She was not just a queen getting married. Adi was a woman in love. Adi Beta, too, looked every bit the dashing prince, his dark uniform accentuated by his shining medals. He wasn't just marrying a queen, he was gaining a partner. As they exchanged vows, promising to love and cherish each other, the entire kingdom rejoiced. This wasn't just a wedding ceremony, it was a celebration of love, unity, and the future of England. The newlyweds, Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, embarked on a grand tour of England. They wanted to see the empire they now represented, to connect with the people whose lives they were intertwined with. It was a journey of discovery, not just of their surroundings, but also of each other. In those early days of their marriage, Victoria and Albert were like two teenagers in love, full of life, laughter, and affection. Their relationship wasn't always smooth sailing, though. Like any couple, they had their ups and downs. Their moments of disagreement and the challenges of balancing their personal lives with their royal duties. But through it all, their love remained a constant. One of the ways Victoria and Albert navigated their differences was through compromise. Neither of them was willing to sacrifice their principles or their relationship for the sake of appearances. They found common ground and created policies that benefited not just the monarchy, but the entire country. Victoria, known for her stubborn streak, learned to listen more. Albert, with his quieter nature, gained confidence and assertiveness when needed. Their love story wasn't just about passion. It was about growth, understanding, and unwavering support. Amidst the grandeur of their castle walls, a new chapter began. The arrival of their first child, a daughter they named Victoria, was a joyous occasion. Suddenly, the royal couple wasn't just ruling an empire. They were starting a family, sharing the responsibility and the joy of raising a little princess. As more children joined their family, the castle echoed with laughter, games, and the sweet innocence of childhood. It was a beautiful blend of tradition and family life, all within the heart of royalty. Their eldest daughter, Princess Victoria, nicknamed Vicky, became a symbol of this evolving monarchy. She grew up with a sense of duty, but also with the freedom to explore the world. The Queen and Prince Albert encouraged her to be educated, to travel, and to form her own opinions. They weren't just raising a princess, they were raising a global ambassador. But it wasn't all about the children. Victoria and Albert's love story continued to evolve. As they navigated the complexities of family life, they also managed to keep the spark alive. Stolen glances, shared smiles, and quiet moments of affection became their norm. They found ways to connect, even amidst the pressures of the crown. As the years went by, the royal family grew, not just in numbers, but in influence. The children of Victoria and Albert spread across Europe through marriage, creating a network of alliances that secured England's position. But this expansion didn't come without its challenges. Each child had their own personality, their own path, and their own set of responsibilities. Victoria and Albert had to balance their roles as parents with the need to maintain decorum and tradition. However, this period of growth was not without its sorrows. In 1861, Albert was diagnosed with typhoid fever. The illness swept through the royal family, leaving behind a trail of loss. Despite the desperate attempts of Queen Victoria and the doctors, Albert's condition worsened. He passed away on December 14, 1861, leaving behind a heartbroken queen and a nation in mourning. For Victoria, the loss of her husband was devastating. It wasn't just the passing of a partner, but the death of her best friend and confidant. Grief-stricken, she retreated to her private chambers, finding solace in memories and letters. The Queen's deep sorrow was evident to all, but it was also a reminder of the depth of their love. In the wake of Albert's death, Victoria's world was turned upside down. She mourned deeply, dressing in black for the rest of her life. She missed his counsel, his support, and the simple joy of his company. Yet she drew strength from their love, from the life they shared, and from the family they raised. Despite the personal tragedy, Victoria's sense of duty never wavered. She carried on, making decisions that honored both Albert's memory and the needs of her kingdom. Theirs was a love story that defied convention, a love story that shaped not just the monarchy, but the very fabric of England. Victoria and Albert weren't just king and queen. They were partners, confidants, and soulmates. Their story reminds us that behind every great monarch, there's a great love story waiting to be told. Their love story was a beacon, guiding England through changing times and leaving an indelible mark on history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe. We've got more royal tales and historical sagas waiting to be explored. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the extraordinary lives of our ancestors.